war. Now, this is the difference. People start to get it twisted here. Sex is one thing. Sex is everywhere, all the time. If that's what we use to measure success, we're not too intelligent here. We have to get out of this sick, immature way of thinking. Power is what the enemy operates on. He uses his power to give you those things that he knows you and we are going to fall into. He'll give you women. Because he knows that's your test. That's what you think is power. Here, take all the women you want. I'm going to take your name, your likeness. I'm going to make sure I own your contracts and everything that's in there to make it to where you die broke. Or at least I take the majority of everything once you're gone and you look like a damn fool because your feelings. It's a war tactic. This is war. Now, this is the difference. People start to get it twisted here. Sex is one thing. Sex is everywhere, all the time. If that's what we use to measure success, we're not too intelligent here. We have to get out of this sick, immature way of thinking. Power is what the enemy operates on. He uses his power to give you those things that he knows you and we are going to fall into. He'll give you women. Because he knows that's your test. That's what you think is power. Here, take all the women you want. I'm going to take your name, your likeness. I'm going to make sure I own your contracts and everything that's in there to make it to where you die broke. Or at least I take the majority of everything once you're gone and you look like a damn fool because your feelings.
All right. Ignore cyber stalkers. What's going on? See, Miss Sun Kiss, the lovely Miss Not for Everyone. What's going on with you? So let me say something. Since my name was brought up on a small channel from an insignificant person, let me make this point. What would happen if they get rid of the entire Manosphere? I forgot it was you, May. I forgot it was you. Yeah, what's going on, May? But let me say, in a post Manosphere world, right? Because somebody said, well, what would Big Jake do? Yeah, uh, yeah, this, that, in the third, yeah, yeah, yeah. What would Big Jake do if they get rid of all of us? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Get rid of all of us. So, are you including yourself in the Manosphere? Because the other day, according to Expose the Manosphere channel, according to Aaron Fountain, you said you're not a part of the Manosphere. Now, though, you saying you are a part of the Manosphere. Okay, make that make sense. See, the thing is, you want to be part of the Manosphere. But anyway, what happens if the entire Manosphere does not exist? What if the entire Black Manosphere, and yeah, you're right, it's not forever. They're desperate for content. What happened? Well, like my name was mentioned, and they tried to come at me in red. They tried to come at me in red, but now the question was proposed to me or proposed to the guys who are anti-Manosphere, like myself, MOT, Aaron Fountain, guys who are against the Manosphere. Well, here is my thing. First of all, in a post-Black Manosphere world, I'll be making content about the same thing. Like what goes on in Washington, D.C., what goes on with our food, what goes on with our things, that public policy and societal things. I still make content on that. So for you to ask a stupid question about what would we do if y'all no longer exist? If y'all no longer exist, guess what? I still make content about interviews and everything else. So you can just burn straight in hell. That's what you need to do with your yeah, uh yeah, this, that, and the third. Oh yeah, yeah. And the thing is, without the manosphere, y'all wouldn't have people who have a mental disorder who would go around on certain channels talking about they're going to grape women. You don't go around on YouTube and telling strange women you're going to F them if they bleed. He would be going on a certain person would be going on Grandmaster Troll's channel, would be going on Bob Cherry's channel, would be going on all these other channels, tell the same things in the chat room, talking about, oh, I'm going to grape you. Y'all created a monster, and that low IQ dude who's on the spectrum. And in his existence, him following around people like Red Supreme and all them, he serves the reason why the master deserves to be destroyed. Because y'all's rhetoric and y'all's demeanor shows that y'all have outlived your usefulness. That's why I said y'all got to go. Y'all allowed that big lip nigga go around, that big pepper nose nigga go around panels saying all types of things. And no, I'm trying to keep this PPG 13 because I'm not going to cuss on here because I got it. Shout out to the people on my other live stream. What's going on, sexy Red? What's going on, Red? Red is silent. No, sexy is silent, I should say. You wouldn't have Aunt T and Angry Man doing their little things to people, trying to run rush shot on y'all. Without the manosphere, y'all will understand what skills and resources are. You wouldn't have a culture of men coming online thinking it's okay to disrespect anybody who happens to be female. Just because a woman has a just because a woman has an opinion doesn't mean though she's against men. No, she just against you. Let me say it again. Just because she has an opinion that you don't like doesn't mean she's against men. She's just against you and the behavior that comes out your mouth. See, and thing is though, y'all feed, and the thing is, a lot of y'all feed into this, into his point, like, man, we need our own voice. We need our own voice. We black men, yeah, yeah, man, we need our own voice. Yeah, yeah, okay, we need our own voice, right? But then y'all misuse your voice. You mislead. You misuse your voice. You abuse your voice on effery. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. This, that, and the third. Yeah. Uh-huh. That's what a post-manosphere world would look like. When a man comes online, when a young man comes online and he opens up a YouTube his YouTube homepage or Instagram page, there will be podcasts about educating him about skills and resources. Skills and resources. Not about, oh, the woman can't let me lead. The women won't submit. There won't be any of that because the culture of those talking points would not corrupt the minds of those people who are younger. That's what a post manosphere, or I should say a post black manosphere world would look like. And yes, nobody would donate money to you while you sit up on a chair, like while you're gaining donations while there's a backsplash on your wall with a tin foil. That wouldn't get mad at some of y'all wearing a red meek fur coat in 50-degree weather. Who would do that? Now let's talk about that again. Yeah, yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah, man. They mad. Yeah. But here's the thing about this, right? You got you have black male unemployment. Black men, if you want to take men, right? If you want to take men, just only men, and look at unemployment, who's at the bottom? Native Americans, of course. But near to the bottom is black men, right? Who's being correct being in prison inmates? You got a lot of black men in prison. You got a lot of black men who are not in housing, who's not housed. You got a lot of black men who are not even in who having health problems. What's going on, Pierre? What's going on with you? I hope everything's safe over there. Where you at? I heard the tragic. Yeah, I heard you gave me the tragic news what happening over there. So anyway, where was we talking about? Oh yes. So back to the issue itself. When you have in a post black manosphere world, you would have men, you would have content, you would have live streams about teaching young men about how to gain loans, grants, educate men on certain things, on various topics that would educate them on that, rather than going on YouTube and saying every woman is a B word, every woman is a harlot, every woman is this. You wouldn't be having these the culture would change. This is about changing the culture. And people like you The one who drinking beer on a who got a backsplash. People like uh you know Anger Man. People like BGS. People like Obsidian. Y'all would not exist. Y'all would be forced to comply to the new norms. And that's what it is. Now, I want y'all to think about this for a minute. You got a grown man who's about who's about 50 years old, pushing 50, wearing a mink coat when it's 50 degrees outside. Anger Man is sitting on his back porch wearing a red mink coat when it's 60, 50, 60 degrees outside. Knowing though he's in the Carolinas. You know it's not that cold in the Carolinas. It's not that cold in the Carolinas. And here's him wearing a red mink coat. But we got black male unemployment. We got black men. You got black men who are veterans living under living under bridges. You got black men living in some on a gutter on the side of the street somewhere, and the only thing y'all say, oh, let's look at, we need to be like Anger Man. Make that make sense? While he's wearing a mink coat in a temperate climate in North Carolina. Your boy is in the Carolinas wearing a mink coat, not just on one live stream, on multiple live streams. He wearing an expensive mink coat, declaring he's for men, declaring he's for black men. But yet, where's some donation drives for to help out? Where's some a campaign to increase education? Where's the campaign to increase safe streets and all that? Excuse me, question. Oh, hold on. Let me do my British impression right here. Let me do my British impression. Excuse me, but isn't a meat cut for women? I can't do a British. I used can do a good British accent voice. I can't do it anymore. But I'm glad somebody. I think the only man that I saw that rock a meat coat was Joe Namath during the Super Bowl 15 years ago. Wearing a bright red a blood colored meat coat. Who does this? Now I can understand if you in New York. I can understand if you up in Maine. I can understand if you up in St. Paul, you know, Michigan, or St. Paul, uh, Minneapolis, Minnesota. I can understand you up in Minnesota, Maine, Alaska with a meat coat. But you down here in the South, you down here in Dixieland, you wearing a meat coat. In a post Manosphere world, we wouldn't be having clowns wearing meat coats, talking ish, and having a book that's like, oh, I wrote me a book. Oh my God, I got this book I'm releasing. You said all this time writing a book about what? That it's okay to come online and call any woman out of her name just because she has an opinion that you don't like. Again, just because she has an opinion doesn't mean she hates men. She just don't like you. All right. I mean, I for once, I can talk to the divestors, even though I don't like them. I can have a conversation with the divestors. Okay. I can sit there and talk to the BWE, even though I don't like the BWE women. I don't. I got a fundamental problem because they too help create y'all in some respects. But like I said, without the Black Manosphere, all these other movements will cease to exist, or at least be reduced to a bunch of 15 people with less than 1,000 subs. That's what happened in a post Manosphere world. Oh, and let me say this too. While we having this conversation, while we having this conversation. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me go right back to, because I think Miss Sun Kid said something, right? So he can stunt on them. Okay, let's talk about that, right? Anger Man can wear a meat coat to stunt, but when is the last time he stunt by reading a book? You got grown men on here whose reading skills is that less than of a fifth grader. James Kills, I'm talking about you. You got grown men like James Kills, grown men like E Black. Yes, E Black, I'm talking about you. How can y'all make video after video, live stream after live stream about women, but you can't read? I remember when E Black was trying to read the Loving v. Virginia case. That was one of the most embarrassing things I ever witnessed. You mean you can't read? But you got but it was Keisha doing X, Y, and Z. We got to talk about that. You got E Black, James Kills, and Mac Bone, and all of you Negroes who can't read. It was embarrassing for me to sit there and say, yeah, man, a woman, the black B, the black H. Women are B's, women are H's. But here's the thing. You can't read. Now, I'm not talking about no speech impediment. I ain't talking about no, if you got that something happened to you and you can't really talk. No. This is about, you got all this thing for Keisha. That's right. That's right. See, I think the next time we got to ask, we got to have a read off. We got to have a read off on these panels. Can you read that? Because I remember that one time when Pearl was over there on Obsidian's channel, on Oswald Cobblepot's channel, right? I'm gonna call about who he really is, Oswald Cobblepot. So Oswald Cobblepot did a live stream with Pearl, right? Here is E Black. Pearl, Pearl, why you doing this, Pearl? Pearl. Let me see what she's saying. Yeah. We need a read off in this space. Yeah, yeah, yes, Kara. Let's call them the not they not the can't read crew. That should be the Black Manosphere's name now. But y'all got talking about, man, I don't care. We don't need women who have degrees. Okay, you said you don't want women to have degrees, but here's you can't read. You're reading at a third grade level. James Kills can't read. E Black can't read. Mr. Yeah, uh-huh, yeah, this, that, and the third. He can't read. Yeah, uh-huh, yeah, this, that, and the third. Y'all can't read. Homeboy try to read the Loving v. Virginia court case. Yeah, 19. It was so sad to watch. And then though he was trying to read another law. I'm like, okay, do y'all understand? We got people on here who think they're logical, who want to use logic, who want to use, who going to do something. Well, men are logical, women are emotional. But you don't have the logic to say, I better yet have. I better not have. I better not. Let me use a voice. What's that thing on top of the screen that reads for you? Maybe he needs to do that. Maybe he needs to have somebody to read things for him, to read it out for him, instead of him trying to read, trying to prove a point against somebody else. That was sad when Sexy Red was on a panel. Shout out to Sexy. When James Kills could not read, and I think Baller X got the clip. Your boy James Kills can't read, but yet though he want to come on panels trying to tell you, oh, you're a simp. Oh, you this. Oh, you that. Yeah, the Google reader. If you're on Google using Google to talk trash about these black women, these black women, if you're on Google talking about Keisha, talking about the Keisha, well, wait a minute. There's Google Reader on the what? The top right hand side of your Google, what's it called? Um, the top side of your screen on Google. You click on that and read for you. But you so invested in Keisha. You trying to have a one-upmanship on Keisha. That's right. Get Alexia to read it for him. Yeah. Yeah, with all the donation money, Larry A said, I told him I would pay him $200 if he can read a whole page of a John Grisham or Tom Clancy novel. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. But he's so worried about the Keisha. Talking about a Becky. I gotta do a song now on that one. Talking about the Keisha. Worrying about the Beckys. But can't read a book to save your life. But anyway, but you can't read. That's my problem. Hell, listen, even Obama had a teleprompter. Prompter. At least Obama had a teleprompter. You mean though E Black couldn't get one? You mean James Kills couldn't get one? You mean Reg, the bad guy, couldn't get one? I'm talking about you, Reg. You mean y'all couldn't get one? Talking about a Keisha. I gotta do a parody song. A teleprompter, the thing news, the press and the president use. Yes. Yes, the president and people in the press, reporters use the teleprompter. Yeah. Might as well go ahead and get one. Yeah, Keisha can read. Listen, and that's enough. At least though Keisha can read. I can at least sit there and say, okay, I can somewhat understand what she's saying. I can somewhat understand what she's saying. Like, okay, yeah, yeah. It's the culture that has to change. It's embarrassing to see every time you go on Instagram, every time you go on certain websites like YouTube and Twitter, is always some black man. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. The Love Letter to Keisha by Autotune. Uh-oh. Ooh. Talking about the Keisha. Yeah, talking about Keisha. When you out there, when you Negroes get on live streams, got all that energy, you have all the energy to call Keisha or call any other woman out of her name. Oh, she's a B, she's an H, she's an S, she's promiscuous, she's this, that, third. Okay, yeah, that's good and all. But can you please read what's in the comments? uh uh love uh love let 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 her to what's that word? What's that word? It's Keisha, nigga. Keish you got to stop. You are an embarrassment. James Kills, you are an embarrassment. So back to Reg, back to the gopher face guy, back to him. You know what, if you Negroes were no longer on YouTube, you know what there should be the top, you know how it would look like? It would look like this. Today we're going to teach people how to change a tire. What we're going to do is farming videos. We're going to show how to milk a cow. Oh, that's right. That's right. Knowing how to milk a cow, right? Because y'all keep on saying winter is coming. Y'all keep telling black women talk about winter is coming, but can y'all know how to milk a cow? Can y'all know how to butcher a hog? Can y'all know how to set up? Girl, listen. Go to a Baller X channel. I think it was Baller X. Sexy Red asked James Keith to read a comment. Your boy could not read. He could not finish the sentence that somebody asked him in the chat room. That was embarrassing to watch. I was like, Sexy Red, you actually dismantled JFK. You actually dismantled James Keith. Because I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed watching that. I wasn't even laughing at it. Tell you the truth, I wasn't even laughing at it. I, as a man, was embarrassed. I, as a black man, was embarrassed. I, as a black man over the age of 35, was embarrassed because James Kills is what 40 what 40 48 40 47 48 years old. That was sad. That listen, yes, May. That was sad. I didn't laugh. I laughed later on. Okay, when I watched it the second time or the third time, I laughed. The first time the first time I watched it, I was sad. I was sad, like, bruh, really? Y'all got to stop allowing certain people on panels. Y'all gotta stop allowing him on panels. Y'all gotta stop allowing E Black on these panels. Y'all gotta stop allowing oh boy who's on the spectrum on panels too. Yeah. Now he's mad at me for some reason. E Black can't read. E Black can't even read a Supreme Court law. I was like, y'all, this is bad. But then y'all got all this smoke for Keisha. Yeah, E Black TV. Yes, I'm talking about, yeah, his name is E Black TV. That's who I'm talking about. Up there with Pearl. Pearl? Pearl? Pearl, can you? I told y'all years ago. I said, everybody said with Big J, what was your gripe? Yeah, exactly. He's mad at you, Red, because you are a black bee that can't read. That's why he's mad at you. You are a black bee who can read. Not Miss Sun kids. I don't feel bad for them. That's not what the reason why I feel bad. I feel bad because they created a culture that it's okay to talk trash about women while they are uneducated. Talk about black women don't want to talk to me. Women don't want to talk to me. Women overlook me. But then you gave them the reason why they don't talk to you. If my stuttering ass can have conversations with the women, why can't you? I'm a stutter box, right? I'm a stutter box, right? Joshua Johnson, I'm a stutter box, right? But at least I can have a conversation. They'd rather have me being a stutter box while you, Joshua Johnson, can go on YouTube and call everybody the B word, the H word. And then though you said on Reg's channel months ago, talking about it's okay for that it's normal for a black man and his black wife to have domestic uh, disputes. And I'm using that word. I'm using the word disputes in quotation. You know what I mean by when I said disputes. the V word. I'm trying to say. You saying it's okay for a black couple to lay their hands and feet on each other. That's why people like you have no business on a live stream. Joshua Johnson talking to you. In a post management world, people like you would not be on panels. We would be talking about, oh, let's know how to farm. Let's know how to fix um some mechanics on a tractor, or mechanics on a truck, or how to bale hay, or how to uh, 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 fix up a computer hard drive. Skills and resources. And yes, I am the Secretary of Defense. Yeah, I am the Secretary of Defense. Yeah, homeboy made me Secretary of Defense. See, I know how it was either Secretary of State or Secretary of Defense. I told MOT I'll be both. Secretary of State and Secretary of Defense. I know how to do both. you know, yeah. As Secretary of State and Secretary of Defense, I said, you Negroes are the problem. And I said, y'all got to be, how can I say it? Y'all got to be taken off the table. Y'all got to be taken off the table. Every time we're having discussions, y'all have no business talking. Y'all got to be taken off the table. Every time y'all can't sit at the table. See, and that's one thing I agree with MOT on. Yeah, hold on. Yeah. Sexy Red is MOT's press secretary. I'm just the Secretary of Defense, Secretary of State. Listen, I'm just telling y'all what time it is. You need skills and resources. And in fact, y'all need to know another thing. Y'all need to know how to know how to have a conversation with a woman. So maybe if y'all were more apt in getting housing, more apt in getting an education, more apt in getting a secure employment, y'all would have the tools so that to create a society, a culture where the black woman might submit to you. Because she's not going to submit to a guy who can't read. She's not going to submit to a guy who has who can't who's living under a bridge, who's living out in the gutter somewhere. And I noticed a few things about you Negroes. You got all this internet. You got a phone. Y'all have an iPad. Y'all have the laptop, desktop. All these electronic devices, along with access to Wi-Fi, but y'all living in homeless shelters. Some of y'all living under a under somebody's garage, and got the nerve to talk about the black woman or talk about women in general. The Manosphere men just want a free cooch, child support waiver, and $500 in food stamps. That's all. Yeah. You know, now let me talk about my past. All right. Let me talk about my past history on YouTube. There were people that I support, right? There was people that I support like Honey Badger Radio. If you know who's part of Honey Badger Radio, those are, you got people like Diana Davison, uh, Carolyn Strong, Typhon Blue, the Prim Preeper. Let me see who else. Who was a part of that? Christina Garcia. Those women were a part of what y'all call the white manosphere, right? You know, because it was kind of refreshing. I see a bunch of women talking about men's issues, what was going on, you know, the lack of health care, the lack of education. Uh, there is an educational gap. Things like that I support. Now I no longer support Honey Badger Radio for a couple of reasons, but back then in 28 2014, 2015, I support those individuals because they were talking about what's really is going on. Like how come why there's less housing for men? How come men who serve in the military, whether that's in Canada or in the United States, how come they're not living in houses, but they're living on the bridges and so forth? Obvious conversations, real actual conversations. Oh, hold on. Oh, he's Secretary of State. Okay, good. Hey man, I'm still Secretary of Defense. Okay, I'm still Secretary of Defense, and you know I'm you know whatever you know, but I'm good. You know I'm good at that Secretary of Defense thing. But the thing is, you know, and I remember this conversation, right? When it comes to black men, right? I remember in 2014, Tommy Sotomayor had Carolyn Strong on his show. This was in the blog talk era. So I asked Tommy, well, since you got Carolyn Strong on your channel and so forth, how about we men get together and you know talk about the real issues that are affecting men, black men at that, right? No, I'm talking right. This is what Tommy Sotomayor told me. No, we're going to just talk about Keisha, the black woman, all day. Man, I'm like, wait, man, how does getting online and cracking on Keisha, cracking on some black woman that I don't even know? I'm gonna say it right now. You want everybody to crack on Keisha, crack on a woman that nobody else knows. I don't know this Keisha who did X, Y, and Z. Now, I do know some Keisha that done some effery, but the Keisha who you talking about, I don't know her. And I guarantee tens of thousands of people don't know who you referring to. We got to change the culture. And that's the goal, Reg the bad guy, is to change the culture. And you, nigga, is in the way with your gossiping ass. A lot of y'all are in the way. There were people back then that was trying to do something. People who actually was activists. But now we got a bunch of clowns who can't read, a bunch of clowns who think though, oh yeah, I'm Mac Bone. Yeah, man, I'm doing some Mac lessons, and then he can't. Then he getting kicked out the house for not taking out the trash out. Can't lift up a 20 gallon a 20-gallon bag of trash. You a man. You supposed to pick up a trash. You supposed to take out the trash out. You're a man. But you think coming on YouTube and macking on women, you think though that's something special. Yeah, somebody like Mac Bone going to sit there and actually going to talk trash about women, talking about we need to mac these women. You 50 years old and got kicked out the house because you refused to go in the kitchen, collect all the trash around the house, put it in one bag or two bags, and go outside, put it on the side of the street, put it in the dumps or somewhere. But y'all allow these idiots on the panel. No, change the culture. This is about changing the culture. You a grown man, you refuse to take out the trash. You're a grown man and you refuse to change the smoke detector on your ceiling. Every time I hear some of y'all talk, I hear a beep in the background. Beep, 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 beep. Every time I keep hearing the beep, I want to sing the song, that Baskin Robbins song. Tweet, 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 tweet. That's every time I want to sing it now. This is about changing the culture. You're a grown man. You won't even take a 9V battery and change that beeping noise. Cut that beeping noise out. I can understand women. I can understand a short 5'1", 5'2" woman couldn't reach for the smoke detector. I understand if you're a woman and you're 5'2", 5'3", and you're trying to reach for it. I understand that. But you 6 foot something nigga. You 6'2". You look like King Kong. You mean you couldn't take that big old rusty ass hand and get up at the ceiling and change that smoke detector? In a post-Manosphere world, MacBone wouldn't be on these panels. In a post-Manosphere world, that we'll be talking about real actual things going on around this world, like what happened in Las Vegas. There was a shooting in Las Vegas. In a post-Manosphere world, you Negroes would have been talking about how come there is lead paint in our communities. In a post-Manosphere world, y'all be talking about, oh, why are we drinking water that has lead in it? In a post-Manosphere world, those will be the topics of the day. Not you stupid Negroes who so illiterate. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. One in Las Vegas, the other one down here in Texas. Yeah, the one out there in San Antonio. See right there. This should be something to be talked about. I took my exam and got a new. See what I'm saying? I remember somebody by the name of Kevin Smith. Shout out to Kevin Smith, right? Kevin Smith did a video, and his channel has been flagged off of YouTube. But I actually saved some of Kevo's videos on my hard drive. But there was one video he did where he told me where he teach people, right. He did a video about how to get a Coast Guard license or maritime license to get on a shipping boat, because what Kevo does is he gets on the boat, and the boat will catch shrimp and fish, codfish, you know, since he lives in the Gulf Coast. Okay, he lives in Alabama. I think he's still. I think he's over here in Texas now. But when he was in Alabama, he used to go on a boat, come back every 2 months. He'd come back and add shrimp, crab, all that. So in order to get on the boat, you need this type of license, and you had to go to the Coast Guard or maritime. I forgot, it was some other thing you had to go to. It actually counts as a passport. Uh-oh. So if my memory serves me right, if my memory serves me correctly, because I hadn't watched the video in a while, he says that the license also counts as a passport, assuming if you get shipwrecked and you got your papers on you, it'll count as a passport. I forgot what it's called. See, when he made that video, that is what should have that's what black men should be learning about. None of this, oh, we gotta crack Keisha up over the head with and call her out of her name and everything else. See, and that's what I'm saying. We got to change the culture, and to change the culture, the black manosphere needs to cease to exist. The red pill needs to cease to exist so things can go forward to change the culture. Because the only thing y'all doing is making money off of people who are sad, who are lonely, who don't have jobs, who don't have a great setting, a great footing in the world. Red pill raging, and yes, a lot of us had red pill rage. But if you're over the age of 35 and you're still red pill raging, like what Obsidian's doing, then there's something wrong with you. If you're still red pill raging like Anger Man, red pill raging like BGS, red pill raging like that other idiot from Florida. I ain't gonna say his name because he got about 500 subs. I ain't gonna mention his name because I don't want his channel to grow either. The black manager needs to go away, so we can talk about skills and resources. So we can talk about behavior, how to change the culture and change behavior. And I don't want to hear it starts at home. Do not use the whole "it starts at home" as an excuse. That's just a lame cop out, so you can find a way to abuse or to stalk or to harass some woman online. That's really is the problem. So yes, change the culture. Anyway, thank y'all for coming by. I'll see y'all next time. I'm out. Peace.